Editing. It might sound easy, but don't be mistaken. It's one of the most crucial roles in filmmaking. Hello, my name is Daniel Joseph, and I'm the editor for Granny Smith. The film Granny Smith has a lot of suspense and thrilling aspects, which makes this a good opportunity to showcase our film to the general public. The director and scriptwriter for the film is Syed Qasim. I have worked with Syed Qasim on other projects as his editor as well. This time, Granny Smith, the edit, isn't as complex as the other projects we've worked on. The editor comes into play only during the final stages of making a film. A film editor must creatively work with the layers of image, story, dialogue, music, and pacing, as well as the actors' performances, to effectively reimagine and rewrite the film to create a cohesive whole. Editors are the ones who look at the footage to pick the best clip and put them into the timeline. Editing can be well described as an art or skill. Post-production editing can be summarized by three distinct phases, commonly referred to as editor's cut, director's cut, and final cut. We will speak about all three in a moment. There are several stages in post-production. The first cut is commonly referred to as editor's cut. The editor's cut can also be referred to as rough cut or compilation cut. It is the first phase of what the final film will look like. The editor's cut will have more footage than what the final cut will look like, so it might take days or even months to perfect. The second stage is called the director's cut, and this happens when the shooting is done. And this lets the director to concentrate and focus his full attention onto the editing process solely. The director can point out what needs to be removed and added in the cut to make it more visually appealing. The last stage will be the final cut. This cut is what is sent out to film festivals or shown to general public. In this stage, the entire film will be perfected from start to finish. By the final stage of editing, color grading plays an important role to the finished product. The two most commonly used softwares are Premiere Pro and DaVinci. In small productions, people tend to use Premiere Pro's coloring tool. However, in most large budget productions, they tend to use DaVinci. This is the DaVinci console that helps speed up the color grading process. The four different wheels help affect different color channels separately. Hello and welcome to my editing suite. Here is where I work on the complete editing process along with making cuts, piecing clips together, and framing the final edit. I will be showing you a certain scene that I felt was most difficult to edit along with the way I did the whole scene itself. The scene required fast cuts in order to enhance dramatic effect. I will also be showing you the basics of Premiere Pro, the editing software I will be using on the film Granny Smith. So hey guys, this is the project file in Premiere Pro for Granny Smith. Once in the timeline, towards the bottom left, this is where you put your raw files and import them. The top left of the screen is used for viewing the raw files. In this tab, we can view raw files selected and add ins with I and add outs with O. The top right of the program, where the timeline playback will be running, is here. Now to the main part. This is our sequence. This is the main sequence for the film Granny Smith. We're going to be speaking about one crucial main scene in the film right now. The crucial scene in the film begins with Emily cooking in the kitchen while Kevin walks in and asks what's for dinner. Emily sets the table and then begins to serve Kevin food. He eats a bite of chicken and then spits it out, resulting to yelling at Emily. She can't take it anymore and stabs him with the knife she's using to cut the food. Is Kevin dead? No. We had to add a dream sequence in the scene to make it thrilling for the audience. So during the scene, we added a sound element my sound engineer Muhammad found. This effect builds up tension and drops the tone as soon as she opens her eyes to signal the dream is done. The sound effect is crucial in this element in the film as it adds a lot of value for this scene. For this scene, I used a lot of fast cuts towards the end when the knife goes into Kevin's throat. The fast cut adds a lot of value as the scene goes quick for the audience and creates suspense. Thank you for watching.